Next Level Mindset with another powerful and positive video, giving you one thing they don't tell you about the fifth dimension. And here it is. Time is different. Time and eternity takes on a whole new light. It takes on a whole new principle. Things that usually would take 10 years to happen, you can accomplish them in 5. Things that would usually take 3 months, you'll accomplish them in 1. So that's fifth dimension. Things happen in a different way. I'm one of those Star Trek fans, right? So I like when they have the quantum physics and they talk about how you can bend space-time and you can end up from one place to the next, having a quantum leap. Remember that? Stargate and all things like that. I really enjoy that because it reminds me that time is not the same in that fifth dimension. And here's another thing to remember. When we talk about the fifth dimension, we're not talking about something so mysterious and far removed. We're talking about something that really is a part of every one of our lives. It is a part of the divine oneness of God. Time is not the same. Things that might take me a year to accomplish, you could probably accomplish them in 3 to 4 months. And as we begin to grow in the spiritual life, there are some goals that you will set that will usually take someone 5 to 10 years to accomplish. You can accomplish them in record time. Everything is different in that fifth dimension, but most people are not going to tell you that when it seems like it's taken a long time for your goals. Always remember, what happens in 10 years for some people can happen in 5. And just because it seems like it's taken a little longer, I like to encourage myself not to get discouraged. In that fifth dimension, you can turn back the clock and you can gain wisdom that you probably would have lost otherwise. You can look at the past and revise that past so that your present will have you in the future with a positive mindset. I like to say we never allow our past to slow down our present, and we never let our present stop us from our positive and powerful future. You can do anything you put your mind to. So consider that. The fifth dimension, as fancy as it may seem, thing that they don't tell you is that time works differently, in a different way, knowing that God has all things in mind. And there's another thing about this channel. You will find out that here at Next Level Mindset, we are spirituality based. We like to move past religious bondage into a spiritual freedom on that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next Level Mindset. That's where it's at. So what time is it? What time is it? It's right here. And it's right now. In a different way. In that fifth dimension, time is just a word. By the way, if you're new here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you want to stay empowered and inspired with this family, we'd love to have you here as a part of Next Level. Now, I've got some bonus PowerPoints that I want to share with you. But first, I want to share this with you. If you are enjoying the content on my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, and let me know what stands out the most for you. And I'd love to connect with you just like that. So this first bonus point that I want to share talks about what we talked about earlier. Most people will never tell you they've entered that fifth dimension because a lot of people don't accept it. There is a certain fear of being talked about. There is a certain fear of being looked at in a different way. To know that you're already there. Most people will never accept you for who you are because they really don't see the pain that you've gone through. They don't see the journey that you've traveled. I like to say they may see the shine, but they don't see the time that you put in. So never forget that. Remember that. A lot of people are afraid, like we talked about, that fear. They're afraid to even talk about that fifth dimension, to experience that level of spirituality, to break free from religious practices that we've practiced for so long. And a lot of times we go through spiritual principles and it breaks us free from religious practices. But some of us have practiced that religious traditions for so long, it's hard to break free. But a lot of people won't tell you that there is a level of spirituality that goes with it. In fact, there is a greatness within you. There's a greatness within us. And so when we think about things that most people won't tell you, remember we talked about something that they won't tell you is that you're already in that fifth dimension. Some of you watching this right now, you already in that fifth dimension. There are signs that will show up to let you know. And I'll talk more about those signs in this video right here coming up on the screen. I think that will be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out right now and enjoy that. Thanks again to my subscribers and returning viewers. I really appreciate you. I wouldn't be here without you. Hit the like button. Share this on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Never give up. Always stay true. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.